Hi, my name is Nathan, and I'm going to tell you about how I quit smoking 25 years ago. If you do decide you want to quit using the method that I'm going to tell you about, please see your doctor first to get his or her opinion on how I quit smoking, because my method involves using Nicorette gum. Your doctor may say to you that Nicorette's fine, don't worry about it. Your doctor may also say, no, don't. I don't know your body chemistry. That's something that you need to work out with your doctor. That is, of course, whether to use the Nicorette or not. I quit smoking by simulating smoking cigarettes. Now, I'll go into it. When I wanted to have a cigarette, this is when I quit smoking and was simulating to help me quit smoking. When I wanted to have a cigarette, I would take a piece of Nicorette gum until I could feel the nicotine rushing up to my brain. It usually takes about 60 or 90 seconds to feel the nicotine. And then while I'm feeling the nicotine, I would take one of those Listerine breath strips. It's got that minty flavor or spearmint flavor, whatever it is. And I would put the breath strip and I'd put it on my tongue, and it would dissolve, of course. And I had that aroma thing going on in my mouth. So while I'm feeling the nicotine from the gum, I would put the breath strip in, and then I would take about 3 or 4 deep breaths. I would put the strip in, and I would go, and I would do that about 4 times, because Nicorette is fine, but people want to feel that feeling of inhaling the smoke, and to get that rush that they would get when they would inhale, and then the nicotine would go in their body. But this way, it's a little bit different. You're still filling your lungs. You're still getting that feeling of satisfaction by doing that. Well, as a smoker, you would get the feeling of satisfaction. And then I would do that about 3 or 4 times, the deep breaths, and I was fine. I didn't feel like having a cigarette. It worked great. It just worked great. And so, again, basically, in effect, what I did was I put nicotine in my bloodstream with the Nicorette gum. Then I put the minty flavor, or whatever minty or spearmint flavor it was, in my mouth, using the Listerine breath strip, and then I would take 3 or 4 deep breaths, simulating inhaling smoke. After I did this each time, I had no desire to light up a cigarette, because I got my cigarette fix through a simulation. Now, what a lot of smokers look forward to is the rush of nicotine and taking drags off their cigarettes to get that smoky nicotine sensation in their lungs, as I had mentioned, and that's all, of course, done to satisfy the addiction. Now, I did this using 2 boxes of Nicorette gum over a 10-day period. It was the gum and the Listerine strips. I don't even remember how many packets of Listerine strips I used, but I used 2 boxes in a 10-day period, the Nicorette gum. And after doing that, I didn't feel like smoking anymore, and I didn't feel like doing the Nicorette and the breath strips anymore. I just, like, in a sense, I guess you could say, I weaned off of it, or just got over it, and I conditioned myself just to, feeling better, and then, of course, not having to do the Nicorette and the breath strips anymore. This method worked for me. I quit smoking. I had no desire to have a cigarette after using the gum and the breath strips. Now, when using the Nicorette gum, when you are using the Nicorette gum, please follow the instructions that are on the box or in the box. I don't remember where the instructions are, but please follow the instructions so you don't take an unhealthy dose. I know of a person who had to go to the hospital because she overdosed on nicotine. And what she did was she lit up a cigarette while she had the patch, the nicotine patch, and it's a constant flow of nicotine going into her bloodstream. And she decided to light up a cigarette, and she started overdosing on nicotine. She had to be taken to the hospital. She was fine, but I don't know if everybody would be fine if they did that. So please don't do anything like that. Follow the instructions that are on the box, and you don't need to light up a cigarette, especially if you're just using my method. Now, I didn't know this person. I never communicated with her. I heard about her. She didn't know anything about this, what I'm telling you, but it's just an important fact to mention to you. And again, I'm not a health professional, so please consult your doctor before using this method. Now, there is more I need to tell you, and I'm almost done. Understand that before you stop smoking cigarettes, you must clean your vehicle, the ashtray in your vehicle. I don't know if they even have ashtrays anymore in vehicles, but if you do have cigarettes in an ashtray or some receptacle, make sure you dump it. Make sure your vehicle doesn't smell like cigarettes. Wash any clothing items that smell like cigarettes. You want to get rid of all of that smell stuff. If you have ashtrays in the house, I suggest you throw them out in the garbage. Make sure that in your home, if you have carpeting, drapes, bed sheets that smell like cigarettes, get rid of the smell. If you have a towel in the bathroom, wash it. Just prepare before you start using the simulation method I had mentioned. Now, if you see people smoking at work or anywhere else, turn away from them. At work, keep looking forward to the entrance of your place of employment. A lot of people work inside of a building. If you see people smoking, just turn away and just focus on the entrance door and walk in the building. If you see people smoking, that is not approval for you to start smoking, because you know you're not supposed to smoke. And I don't need to tell you you know the reasons. Now, so like, as I had mentioned, you need to turn away from anyone that you see smoking. And if you see people smoking on the street, just turn away. Just focus on where you're going. Just But nowadays, you don't see too many people smoking anyway. When I quit smoking 25 years ago, there was still plenty of people smoking. But when I saw someone smoking, that was not approval for me to light up a cigarette. Now, if you work inside of a building, every day when you go in the building, stay in the building all day, don't leave. Just stay in the building all day, and do this for about 10 days. Just stay inside to help condition your daily routine away from cigarette breaks. Staying inside all day is just temporary. You do it for 10 days, or if you feel like doing it for 14 days, that's up to you. And you can still, during your break, take the Nicorette gum, take the breath strip, and do the inhaling, as I had mentioned. So you can do it at your desk while you're working. You can do it when you're on your break, or whatever the case may be. Just make sure you follow the instructions on the box, and I'll get into that. Now, outside of any close relationship that you have with anyone, I'll say that again, outside of any very close relationship you have with anyone, I strongly suggest you don't tell people you quit smoking, because there is always someone who will say to you, hey, did you quit smoking? Ha, 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 you're not going to make it. There's always some jerk that'll say something like, hey, you want to have a cigarette? It's not cute. It's not funny. So please take caution. Only tell, if you feel like it, if you want to mention it to only people that you trust, only a few people. Don't tell everybody at work. Don't even go there, okay? Want to make sure I cover all territory here. Yes, and as I had mentioned, this is a temporary thing, staying inside the building all day long. And if you work outside, of course, you'll find a way to, work on this. If you want to quit smoking cigarettes, you will quit. You're not a slave. You're not a slave to cigarettes. You'll be fine. So you'll be fine, and you'll be well.